Is your website, domain name, and even email list safe from being taken, held hostage? You might be surprised at how many actually aren't. Stick around and I'm going to explain what I mean so you know what to do now to ensure that your business digital assets are safe and secure from people who want to keep them from their rightful owner. Hi, I'm Susan Friesen, web specialist, digital and business marketing consultant, and social media advisor at eVision Media, bringing you these Amplify Business e-tips shows so you don't have to try and figure out the complicated landscape of digital marketing all by yourself. Are your digital assets safe and secure? Do you think they are, but you're not really sure? Well, today is the day for you to find out for sure. Just recently, eVision Media was hired to take over the website and marketing division of a nonprofit organization. And we were working with a brand new president, and together we were aghast at how everything that technically belonged to this organization was not actually in their name. The domain name, the website host, the email list, all kinds of digital assets that should have been in their name was not. And these items ended up being taken for hostage from the person who had originally created them, rendering us useless as far as accessing their existing digital asset. What ended up happening is we had to recreate everything from scratch, get a new domain name, build a new website, create new email addresses, and so on. It was a disaster and an expensive one at that. It ended up causing a lot of stress and strain on us to create all of these new digital assets for this company on an urgent emergency basis. So sadly, this happens more often than not. Recently, I attended an event called Hacking Success Her Way, and in there were several keynote speakers, and it was amazing how many of them, and I'm pretty sure it was all of them, who emphasized the importance of having a contract in place. And they were more specifically talking about making sure you have a contract in place if you are in partnership with a best friend, with your mother, with your husband, a boyfriend, somebody that you trust, because you just never know what's going to happen in the future. And there was one keynote speaker who lost a multi-million-dollar business because she did not have a contract in place with her best friend when they first created that business. And so with a contract in place, that's definitely going to help make sure that your digital assets and your whole business assets are safe and secure and well taken care of in case anything goes wrong. So let's talk more specifically about your digital assets and making sure that they are not hijacked by the person who created them originally for you. The first thing that you have to make sure that you have in place is that all of your digital assets, all of the different companies and third-party apps that you're using, that account that is being used is in your name or your business name with your contact information. So I'm talking about your domain name, your web hosting, your email service provider, your email address host, in case that's different from your web host, your webinar platform, your social media platforms. Even the social media accounts got blocked out from this client. Your data storage platforms, in case you're using something like Amazon S3 for data storage, make sure it's in your name, your account, and therefore your control. There's other things like your online content, scheduling calendars, content management systems, contact management systems. I mean, the list can be quite extensive depending on how many of those kinds of third-party applications that you and your business uses. So make a list and make sure that each of those items in that list are in your name under your control. Now, the other thing that you really want to pay attention to is if any key person on your team who had access to those accounts, make sure that when they leave, you change all of the passwords on each of those accounts to make sure that that team member doesn't think about going back in and creating havoc. Not that they will. It's not as if we're hiring these people who are going to be nefarious, but you just never know. You want to be safeguarded from the worst case scenario. So you don't want to look back and say, goodness, that wouldn't have happened if I had changed the password after that person left. And then the final thing that you really want to make sure that you do to keep your digital assets safe is to stop sharing passwords on email and in instant messenger, on Skype, in the chat boxes. Stop sharing your password combined with the ID. As we know, data privacy and security is not what we think it is. There are a lot of nefarious people out there who are scanning the globe looking for insecure connections. And as soon as somebody is sharing a password through one of those insecure venues, then you are going to be a target. And so, yes, of course, sometimes you do have to share your password and ID, but split it up. Send your ID in one email, the password in another email. Use it over the phone. Do something to make sure that your information, your private, secure information, is not being shared across an insecure platform. So there you have it. There's 3 things that you need to do right now, right away, to ensure that your digital assets are being kept safe from nefarious characters and being taken hostage. It does happen way more than you think. I get a lot of phone calls and emails from very distraught people saying, I can't believe this. My web person just wiped out my entire website because he claims I didn't pay a bill. So that's it for today's e-tip. And hey, if you're liking these tips, please show me some love and click the like button. Share this with your followers if you think that they would find this of interest. And also, if you are watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe button so that you will be notified with the next video that gets uploaded. And also, if you do find social media and online marketing, how to run your business in an online world, if it is overwhelming and confusing, I invite you to check out our Amplify Business Academy, which is a month-to-month membership program specifically designed for business owners and entrepreneurs to give you the answers you need in a direct way without all of the fluff, so that you can be more strategic with your marketing to get your business successful quicker. So as soon as you become an Amplify Business Academy member, you will have instant access to our library of training videos that span the past 3 years. And then every month, a brand new video is uploaded into our members area where you can access for as long as you are a member, and you can go in and pick and choose what you want to learn at your pace on your schedule. So go and check out amplifybusinessacademy.com, and I'll see you in that exclusive group that we have happening. So that's it for today. Bye everybody. Thanks for joining me.